Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Blast from the Past movie podcast. I'm one of your hosts, CJ.
I'm Mad Mike.
Joe Kill, keeping it real.
And it's the podcast talking about movies from the past and if they should or should not be remade. And sometimes we just rip movies a new one because they deserve it.
Or we just don't like them.
Or we just don't like them. Oh! That's right, guys.
Or should I go quack?
Oh, come on now. This ain't the Mighty Ducks.
Man, shots have been fired already, guys. So, thank you guys for tuning in to Instagram live feed. Thank you for tuning in to Facebook live feed, whether it be on Kills, which is Joseph Cunningham. So if you guys don't know that, Matt, Mike, everybody here, we appreciate you guys. Real quick, we want to give a special shout out to Jeremiah. Jeremiah couldn't be with us. He had a family member who has passed away. And so this might be some time before we see Jay back on the Blast from the Past. But we want to make sure we send our love and the condolences to his family and just to stay strong and stuff like that. So appreciate you, man. Love out there, guys, to him. Send love his way. If you got to follow him, please send him some prayers and some condolences, guys. But let's shift gears and let's talk about the movie we want to get into. I don't know if you guys can see it right now, but we're going to talk about the 88? 19
before that.
I think it was 84.
84, yes, 1984 movie Howard the Duck.
And how dare you make me watch it?
Come on, man. This was a classic movie. Howard the Duck. All right, for some of you guys don't know, Howard the Duck is actually a Marvel character. Yes. If you guys have seen any of the recent movies from the MCU, Guardians of the Galaxy, you saw you saw the character Howard the Duck. If you guys,
it was actually voiced by Seth Green.
There you go, voiced by Seth Green.
Yeah.
And if you guys, it was towards the later of the movie when I think he was in the collector's.
He's in the collection.
Yes, and it's the Duck. That was Howard the Duck. For those who are really big Marvel fans, you kind of knew exactly who it was off the kilt. So, Kill, since you were alive when this movie came out.
Wow, you're going to do me like that.
Since you was alive when this movie came out, you want to give them a brief synopsis of what Howard the Duck was.
He's a duck.
It's true.
Okay, but anyway, the movie, basically what the movie is about is, here on Earth, as you know, Howard the Duck is not an Earthling. But here on Earth, they were trying to do some experiments with a micron telescope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like a laser telescope thing.
And they aimed it at Howard's galaxy, which is, I don't know how they worked that out because it's actually an alternate future, whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
But they wind up bringing Howard the Duck down. In the attempts to realign the spectrum telescope to send him back home, they literally bring back another creature. So now Howard's stuck on Earth. He's got to help. Jennings, quiet. They're in the process of trying to get him back. They bring down this other creature who now wants to bring down the rest of his people to come take over the Earth.
Yeah, they're like overlords of the universe.
Dark
or something.
overlords.
The Dark Overlords.
The Dark Overlords.
So, Howard the Duck is pretty much a duck. I mean, a human duck.
Anamorphic duck.
Anamorphic duck. So, if you think human duck, he comes from a duck planet that's just like the U.S. I mean, just like our planet. Just with ducks.
Yeah, they have blooming ducks and
yes, Play Duck. Yeah, which is a magazine.
Or was it Playbill?
Now,
no, they have that too.
Now, Howard the Duck is literally a character that is more like he in a way he's almost like Rocket, where he's just like his own self. He's into his own thing. He's kind of lazy though in a way because the only thing he does is get off of work, go home, and drink beer and
smoke
cigars, and literally watch Play Duck, which is Playboy for us. So, but I bet you didn't know this fun fact. Okay, this was the second made live action Marvel movie.
I knew it was one of the first.
Yes. Do you know what the first one was?
No.
I do.
If anybody out there knows, real quick, guys. So, Howard the Duck came out in 1984, and it was actually the second Marvel live action movie. Obviously before Marvel Studios and all that good stuff. So if you guys know what was the first live action Marvel movie, let us know right now. I'll come back to you guys in a bit. But right off the bat, so Matt Mike, you watched the movie and apparently you didn't like the movie very much.
No, it's not cohesive at all.
Okay. So tell me, so some of you didn't like about it.
What do you mean it's not cohesive?
Go ahead. What do you like about it?
Okay, so I get that Howard is from the Marvel comics, but like the movie itself doesn't feel comic booky at all.
No.
Okay.
It like I really feel like they weren't sure what direction they were going to take it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And it came out in 1986. I'm sorry, guys. 1986. Sorry. Go ahead.
There's a pretty strong focus in the first half of the movie of like, so what exactly are you? And it felt like they were going to go the direction of, we just got to get me home.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they don't even introduce the Dark Overlords until halfway through the movie, and it already feels like it's run out of steam by that point.
Are you saying they've gone halfway through a 90-minute movie and they've already gone too far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the people that's in this movie is Lee Thompson. Lee Thompson plays the love interest.
Yes.
I know this sounds funny, right? So
yes.
Howard the Duck actually does fall in love with a human played by Lisa Thompson, and her name was Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson, yeah. She's the mom from Back to the Future.
Yes.
There you go. The mom from Back to the Future, if you guys did not know that. And her real name is Beverly,
Her name in the movie is Beverly.
Her name in the movie is Beverly, but it's Lee Thompson. I'm sorry, I'm getting so confused, guys. It's been a long day. We also have Jeffrey Jones, who plays Dr. Jennings, and he actually is the one that gets taken over. His body gets taken over by the Dark Overlords, which is pretty funny. That scared me as a kid. I'm not gonna lie, like watching that, it did kind of scare me. It was kind of like
I feel like the way they did like his prosthetics and everything, like his transformation, like that. That's pretty like intense.
But it was.
Obviously,
it was really good for the time.
I mean, this movie was
it was definitely an 80s movie. Like, it was no doubt an 80s movie.
This movie was not for kids. I mean,
no, it wasn't. That's the problem. It wasn't for kids. But Howard the Duck is not a kid character.
Right.
And I'm trying to think.
Even in the comic, he's not a kid character.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to ask you, Kills. From the comic book perspective,
he's not a kid's character.
Is he really even a superhero in the comic?
No, he's not.
He just exists in the Marvel universe.
He's basically like. I hate to associate him like this, but he's basically Mickey Mouse for the Marvel universe.
Oh wow! Okay.
You can play as him in the Lego Marvel Superheroes game, and they do like a detective story with him.
Okay. So I thought he was supposed to be like some type of detective.
He's a private quack.
Okay. Now Ed Gill, he actually plays Howard the Duck in
quack for sure.
And then Chip Zion, he does the voice for Howard the Duck in the 1986 movie. And Howard the Duck was played by a few people, it looks like.
Yes.
And
originally he was supposed to be a kid. A kid was supposed to play the actual physical form of Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some scenes where I felt like that had to be the case.
Mm-hmm. But
where he's walking around.
Actually, they didn't use a kid. They shot kids in the costume, but none of the kids were used in any of the footage in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, and you know what's so funny? Because nowadays you can't even do that. Like, you couldn't have, like, little people play roles, it seems like.
Well, you can have little people play, but you can have them play kids anymore.
Oh, okay. That's what it is? Because I'm thinking to myself, because there's, like, a list of, like, at least 4 to 5 other people that played Howard the Duck in the movie.
Yes.
So that was pretty interesting to know. Kills, what's something about the movie that you actually liked?
I liked the whole movie. I mean, to be honest with you, but then again, keep in mind, I was like 13 when the movie came.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's one of those movies where you could go like, Mom, I want to go see this movie. And you're like, oh, okay, it's a cute kid movie. Yeah. You get a movie, you're like, this is not a kid's movie.
Was it the duck boobs that got you? in the
was
beginning.
part of that was the
weird.
part of
That was
that's
weird.
what got me. It was
Duck
like, okay,
boobs.
yes.
Duck boobs. If you guys are just
Yeah.
tuning in right now, we are talking about the movie Howard the Duck that came out in 1986. If it should or should not have been remade. But I also asked a question prior to this. This movie, Howard the Duck, was actually the second live-action Marvel movie. And I asked, what was the first Marvel live-action movie ever made? If anybody can comment right now, because I'm going to reveal the answer. If anybody knows, I don't know if you want to check there, Mike. If anybody over there anybody on Facebook knows or has a guess. Anybody on Instagram? Nope. All right.
What's up, cousin?
All right. So, Mike, you want to take a stab in the dark?
I am gonna guess that it was Captain America.
It was Captain America, and it was.
But now, wait. Do you know what year it was done?
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm gonna guess in the 60s.
No. You're 20 years too early.
Oh.
19,
I mean, too late.
1941 is
Wow.
44. 1944 when the first
Wow.
ever Marvel live action movie came out with your boy Captain America, and then second to that was Howard the Duck that came out in 1986.
24 years later? No, 44
Yeah, 44 years later.
42 years later.
Yeah,
42 years later.
Over 40 years later before we came out with another live action Marvel movie. And yeah, I don't know. Like, and it was so funny is reading it, right? So it literally barely broke budget. I know we don't really talk about like money made, but it literally had a budget of $37 million. And it only made cumulative growth worldwide 37 and 962,000. So it literally barely made
even, yeah.
Barely made even. And IMDb scored it it was a 4.7 out of 10. So
and Mike's like,
I think
that's
generous.
I was generous. But you know it's so funny, the director that directed the movie thought that in time this was going to be a masterpiece.
The question is, Carl, what was that director's name?
Oh, that was why am I drawing a blank right now? Hold on. I'm drawing a blank. Tell me the director's name, because I'm drawing a blank.
The guy who made it?
Yeah.
Also made Star Wars.
George Lucas.
No, it was George Lucas. No, it was George Lucas film. He wasn't one of the director. He wasn't the director.
Oh.
Director was Willard. I don't know how to say that.
It looks like the thing that Goofy says. Yuck.
Yuck. Yeah, yuck. Yeah. So he was actually the person who directed it, but it was made by Lucasfilms, and it was also with Universal Pictures.
Yes.
So yeah. So here's the question: since we see him in the MCU now, in Guardians of the Galaxy, do you think he deserves his own movie?
No. He doesn't fit.
Why are you asking Mike these questions?
I'm asking him.
You already know how Mike feels about this movie.
I mean, I don't mind Howard the Duck existing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I don't think he deserves his own movie in that it literally does not fit with the lineup that they have and the kinds of stories that.
But a lot of people were excited to see him in the movie. Like, they're like, oh my god, Howard the Duck. You know what I mean? That was a cool, I guess, cameo.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And I think that's all he's ever going to be, cameos.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm gonna save my answer for last, obviously.
I don't know. As part of the MCU, the way it is structured, no, he does not deserve a standalone. He does deserve a standalone movie, though, that's not part of the MCU, if that makes sense.
How do you really,
like Venom?
Well, no, considering that, one, he's technically part of Lucasfilms.
Yeah.
And I don't know if...
that's not going to be an issue at this point.
No. What I'm saying is, because it's a Universal film and Lucasfilms, I don't know if they have full rights.
That's the same rights that they have for Hulk, though.
Yeah. That's why Hulk will never have his own standalone right now.
Right.
Well, I kind of feel like if you guys watched the Super Bowl this past weekend,
I did not.
Okay, and they had a commercial, and basically there are so many different Marvel shows coming out, TV shows on Netflix, or is it Hulu? I can't remember.
No. Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing? So Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So I say, why not give him his own show? Why not give Howard the Duck?
Because he'll be Alf all over again.
People love Alf.
this is true, but it'll be Alf all over again.
But people love Alf, and Alf had was like at least 4 seasons of Alf.
And in all actuality, they did the promos for a lot of the Disney Plus, the superheroes, but from a lot of the trades, they're putting holds on basically almost all of those movies.
Well,
all those shows.
Well, I don't think Disney would advertise some stuff on Super Bowl and not put them out.
No, they're not.
I'm not saying not put them out, but put them on hold for so long. People are like, I forgot about that.
They're going to be put on hold for at least 3 months because all of them are supposed to be released like within the next 2 months.
Well, I think Howard the Duck should get its own little. Oh, okay. If not, then Lucasfilms needs to correlate with YouTube TV and make it a YouTube TV special, 23 minutes, and whatever. It's just like a mini series, four episode mini series or something like that. One thing I did like about the movie for some odd reason was the interspecies sex. It's like almost almost interspecies.
Yeah,
sex.
they didn't really go through with it.
But it gives you that thing like, I can love you for who you are. See, there's lessons in this movie. There's lessons. I'm fucking reaching right now. But still, I think there was lessons.
I love this movie, and I know you're reaching.
That kind of threw me off though. When you first Kills, when you saw this, both of y'all saw the scene. What was your reaction to that scene? Like, just curious.
Well, are you talking about when I was an adult or when I first saw it?
Oh, let's go both then. Both.
When I first saw it, I was like, but as an adult, I was like, hey, what the hell? Go for it.
My question is, do ducks have penises?
Yes,
they do. They do, huh?
Yes, they do.
Yes, but it's internal. It's in a cloaca.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a cloaca. Good job, sir. Good job.
Yeah.
Damn, you must have private education right now.
It's almost like a horse.
Oh,
it doesn't hang down. It's tucked away until it's time.
Oh, got it. So I was just wondering.
Please
how that
do
would
not
work.
ask us how we know these things.
Nobody's fucking ducks on
I
their
just
day
took
off.
biology in high school. Come on.
Oh my god! I do biology, but I didn't learn about no damn ducks.
I mean, ducks are just in the same group as regular birds, reptiles.
I guess so, man.
Yeah.
I was just curious of how that was gonna play out. Like, I'm pretty sure they showed that. Like,
I mean, yeah, they showed the part where she goes for his wallet and there's a condom in there, and it's like,
yeah,
it's like
it's a pinky condom,
literally as big as a pinky. So
that is so funny.
Yeah,
I feel like him. I think that like if they do like let's say a spinoff, right? And with Guardians of the Galaxy, I thought it'd be kind of funny to introduce maybe Howard the Duck as one of Rocket's friends, like they're like card buddies. You know what I mean? Because I think that'd be funny dynamic together. You know what I mean? It's just like
they're both assholes.
They're both assholes.
That is true.
And I think it'll be funny. That's how you could introduce him. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to be like a main role in it, but he like has a role where he's coming in as Rocket's best friend or one of Rocket's friends, and he just happened to be there. And
maybe give him that detective story.
Yeah. And it's just funny to me, man. I just think it's
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
Do those dark overlords appear in the comics at all?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like the like their introduction so late into the movie was
it was
like a whole this becomes a whole nother movie at that point.
Well, no, the Dark Overlords. I don't know if they appeared in Howard the Duck, but I know that they are in a couple of the DC, Marvel comics.
Okay. And like in that form where it's got like all the like legs and
6 legs
and giant mouth and everything.
I think so. I'm not. Like I said, it's been so long. It's been so long. So
yeah. Okay.
I'm just curious. Hold on, I'm trying to see if maybe we can look it up real fast to see if there was any. I don't see.
Alternate Earth Howard the Duck foe. Okay.
Dark Lord. That's all it says. Dark Overlord universe villains. But
there's a lot of over the top stuff with the sci-fi, like the way Howard is brought to Earth. Like he's literally just sitting in his chair, and then all of a sudden it's just being pulled through the apartment complex
into outer space
through a
wormhole.
Yeah, and we see that his planet is like egg shaped.
Yes, it's an egg.
And then he's coming down into Earth's atmosphere. His chair burns up, but he doesn't. And then he lands in a dumpster? Or
No, he lands on a couch.
He lands
in a chair.
Yeah, he lands in a chair, but it's still in like a trash dump. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, so it says the Dark Overlords were Howard the Duck. Originally, there were just shadows and monstrous humanoids as they were being trapped into the Nimbus. The
what?
How do you say
Nexus of Sominus.
Sominus. So Nexus of Sominus. I don't know what that is, but Dark Overlords, ancient and powerful alien race of immortals. There you go.
I mean, that makes sense.
Dynamic titans.
Demonic.
There we go. So they were called Dark Overlords because they were first feared and even way up worship. And okay, so they were feared, they were worshipped. That's why I call it Dark Overlords. But yes, they were in the comics. So there you go. Okay, so let's see. What was? Okay, so I guess obviously you don't want to remake this movie. You don't think it should be remade.
I don't think so.
Do you think it should deserve a remake or a redo?
My thing is, I like this movie, and I like the way they did Howard the Duck. Mm-hmm. I don't like the Howard the Duck from the MCU. I don't like his look.
He looked more of an asshole in this movie. I mean,
he looked more like a goose.
He's a shaking duck. I mean, he's like, I don't know. He smokes and stuff. Maybe I don't know.
So, I mean, it just meant, like, I think they could remake it if they just want to do, like, a quick alternate universe kind of thing. Like they did with the Spider...
Like in the What If storyline that's going to be coming up. Yeah.
Do it like that? Yeah. But if they want to make him part of the MCU, he doesn't fit.
No, he doesn't at all.
Okay. Well, I'm so curious. What happened?
No, I'm just seeing if we have any comments here.
Okay, no comments yet.
No
Thank you guys for tuning in, guys, on the Instagram live feed. Go ahead and press the... There you go. Really good.
Okay.
Yeah, is it recording?
Yeah.
All right. So guys. So thank you guys for tuning in on the Facebook live feed. Thank you guys for tuning in on Instagram. And we're talking about and wrapping up on the movie Howard the Duck, which was a live action Marvel movie that came out in 1986, the second one of the Marvel universe. Now, Mike, do you want to take a stab on what was the next live action movie after this?
I believe it was Blade, wasn't it?
Punisher.
Oh.
Punisher came out in 1989 after this movie. Okay. You're getting up there, though. You're getting close.
You're close.
Yeah.
Blade is one of the top 5. So
okay.
Yeah, so definitely.
And Punisher, a lot of people say, oh, wow, that movie with Thomas Jane. No, not that Punisher.
Yeah.
The Punisher that came out after Howard the Duck was starring Ivan Drago or Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
True. That is it. Look and see, man, you guys are good. That's good. But yeah, so
it's a Marvel movie. I'm supposed to know these things.
You are absolutely right. That's absolutely right. So, what are guys some of the final thoughts on the movie Howard the Duck? If you guys understand, he's making the sound of
the Dark Overlords
and Mr. Jennings' possessed body.
Yeah, and that was just a really unnecessarily long sequence in that diner.
I like the diner sequence.
Oh my gosh.
We can't get away from it.
I can't.
You just over
they
it.
Have Mr. Carter.
I'm so over this
Did
movie.
you watch it with him?
No. I watched it at home, just by myself.
I know, right?
In the
dark?
dark?
Lights up in the dark?
No.
It gives it the effect.
No, yeah.
You're funny, man. That's so. All right, then. Final thoughts, Kills.
It's a good movie if you just want a good laugh, because it makes big fun of the '80s. It really does, because Leah Thompson is a singer for a group called Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's nostalgic '80s shit. It is.
And then
I'm sorry.
And Howard becomes the manager of the band.
Oh, we did leave out one thing, Carl.
What?
That Howard is a master of quack fu.
That's true.
So it's like we don't even know what he does at home.
He's a manager.
No, on the planet.
He's
on his home planet.
He's in advertising.
He's in advertising, but he knows quack fu.
Yes.
He's a master.
He's a master.
Yeah, you make money. I mean, look at the dude that plays Al Bundy. He's a 3-time black belt. Come on. You think you wouldn't think about him? Like you see him, like what?
By advertising from that?
I don't know, man. Hey,
No,
maybe
but yeah,
on Duck Planet it's different.
Because he told her, because she asked him what did he do, and he said he wrote jingles. He was an advertisement. He wrote jingles.
Right.
You don't remember that scene?
Yeah.
Was Howard black? I just want to know.
Nah. No, you saw the size of the condom.
Oh, wow. Let's get off this before we derail into a whole different freaking subject, though. But my final thoughts on Howard the Duck movie 1986 is I feel like it could be remade or redo as some type of short series on either Netflix, YouTube Red, something of that nature.
Keep it brief, at least.
Yeah, I want to keep it brief. I'm not gonna say it's not a. I don't think it deserves its own movie per se.
No.
But if I say if
you give it a 4-part miniseries, you're gonna might as well give it a movie.
Well, okay, you know, miniseries. We're talking about 23 minutes. You know what I mean? 4 episodes. That's damn
83. That's what 80, 90, 92 minutes.
Okay, yeah, but I'm
hour
saying
and a
though.
half. That's a movie.
But you can at least put out the pilot, see if people are interested. If then people are interested, then you can go ahead and make the other ones. And it's simply cheaper to do that than versus probably make a movie. So I'm just saying
it actually is.
So
the way that's done, yeah.
Why not? You know what I mean? You're not losing. You're not getting. I mean, you're losing money if it flops, obviously. But excuse me. You know, that's how it works. So I think that's how it works. But once again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to the Blast from the Past movie podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm all over the place today, man. It's been a long day. And also make sure you like and subscribe and click the notification button so you can get all of our new Blast from the Past episodes, right? So if you're on Instagram live feed, on my feed, thank you very much. On Facebook, my feed, thank you very much. If you're on Kills, thank you very much. We appreciate you on the Instagram Live and Facebook Live or whatever this one is and that one is and this one out and this one that one.
We're just pointing everywhere.
We're just pointing everywhere at this moment right now. So once again, thank you guys. And if you guys want to stay on for the live feed until we go into our next one. And yeah, so thank you guys. This has been the Blast from the Past movie podcast. I've been one of your hosts, CJ.
Joe Kill, keeping it real.
I'm Mad Mike.
And this is the Blast saying peace.
We out.
Grant.
Whack foo.
Oh, no, it didn't stop. There.